Hello, Kendra Corman here with Imperfect Marketing. I am here with another Imperfect Marketing brief talking to you about AI. Artificial intelligence is unbelievable. It is so powerful and can save you hours upon hours of time. But there's times when you should and that you should not use it. And I have been hearing a lot of objections to using AI, and I can tell you that I use it all the time. And I didn't even realize how much I use it. I use Otter AI to record notes for my client meetings. I use just so many different things that save me time. I have a AI that I use for my podcasts where I upload them. It gives me show notes, and then I take the show notes and I put them into ChatGPT to change it over to my voice. Again, there's just so many things that we're using ChatGPT for and other AIs. Microsoft has Bard, or no, Google is Bard. Microsoft has a different one. They all have so many different options out there, and you're probably using more AI than you think. But I want to talk to you about when not to use it, or a little bit more about how to use it and caution you on it. So someone was telling me that they were concerned about AI because, one, it didn't write like them. Well, I proved her wrong because she gave me some samples of writing and she's like, well, there's a couple things I would change, but overall it's not bad. It saved her hours of time in writing some emails that she was working on and some social posts, and it was able to be tweaked rather than recreated. But it's only as good as the information that it's given. So you really want to be careful there. Never take content directly out of an AI system, copy and paste it, and call it done. It almost always needs some level of editing. And you got to think about your level of expertise. As a business-to-business service provider, as a consultant and strategist, I am constantly utilizing my personal experience and expertise in things. And ChatGPT and some of these other tools that are based on ChatGPT or other AIs, they're, again, only know what they've been told. Well, there's a lot of experience that you have that it's not aware of yet. So I like to use it to draft things, to tweak wording on things, to help keep a consistent voice for some of my clients, but I never ever use it with anything confidential. I don't use client names in it. I redact all of the information so that there's no client information in there, and that nothing that I put in there isn't public or going to be public soon. So for instance, like I'll upload my podcast recording show notes into it and have it rewrite it and help me draft an email. Well, that's great. It's not necessarily public yet, but it's going to be public in 2 weeks, and there's nothing quite confidential or hidden in it. So I find that that's okay. But I've been hearing horror stories of people putting client information, financial information. Please do not do that. Do not have ChatGPT become your CFO. It's a little bit disconcerting because anything you put in there can be repurposed and reused for anything else. And that's part of how it's learning. Again, that's okay. I'm 100% for it learning. I was testing out some AIs about a year ago, and I was not a fan. It was a lot quicker and more effective and efficient for me to write by myself than it was to use the AIs, but that's changed. ChatGPT has changed the game, and people have really stepped up. It can write like a human with some tweaks. It can talk about what you want to talk about. It can take your information and really help apply it in unique ways. So I was writing a social post for a client and I couldn't think of anything other than the word great. I think I used the word great like 7 times in this social post that was going up that day. Well, I copied and pasted it into ChatGPT, said rewrite this and use this voice, and I pasted the voice that I like to use with that for that client based upon their personality, and it spit out something that did actually not even have the word great in it, which was fantastic, right? So again, it can take what your drafting and make it better. It can draft things for you so that you can make it better. Those are when you want to be using AI. Take a look and see where you can save time and become more effective and efficient. I have a guide that I created on tips for using AI to make your marketing better. You can find that in the show notes or the YouTube description. I look forward to seeing you again on another episode of Imperfect Marketing. If you learned anything, please rate and subscribe wherever you're listening or watching now that we have the YouTube channel. And I look forward to seeing you on another episode of Imperfect Marketing.